Greetings, my people. The wounded civilian is back. I'm here to talk about my country, Nigeria. I don't give a shit about your political party. The political party you belong is irrelevant to me. I don't want to hear it. Go to hell with your political party. Because time has come for us, the youth, to get up and realize to be wise that yes, things can no longer remain like this, the way it is now in Nigeria. We got to push for change. This kebab that is not even up to 300 people in Aso Rock is deciding our fate. Is the one ruling us, deciding our fate, telling us or telling who will be the president and who will not be the president, who will be the governor and who will not be the governor. Enough of this nonsense. We can't take this nonsense anymore. It is time for the youth to come together in one unity and put for change. Our brothers in the southeast, our Biafran brothers, what they are doing is right. That's why I'm supporting them. That's why I am with them in their struggle, 100% in support of what they are doing. Because I'm tired of this Nigeria. We are not going front. We are not going back. We are stuck. Let me tell you something you guys don't know, especially those of you who have lost his common sense, who have lost his mind, thinking Igbos is your problem, this Nnamdi Kanu is your problem. Talk about our southern youth now. Nnamdi Kanu, the Igbo agitation is the solution, not the problem. What do you mean the problem? Igbos have not ruled this country the Igbos have not been in power now for the past 50 something years. Igbos have never ruled this country as a president or rule our economy or destroy our economy. How can you now say Igbos are the problem? That means you don't know your problem. You are a fool. You don't know your problem. If you know your problem, you will not be blaming the Igbos who want to liberate themselves, who want to be free from this bondage we call Nigeria. Things can no longer remain like this. That's why there is still hope. If we can, make our brothers, our Biafran brothers stay as one Nigeria, there is still hope for us. And the hope is 2019 election. Let's boycott 2019 election. Say we will not be, don't partake in it. Don't vote. No election 2019 until we come together, sit at the round table, and decide the direction we will go. If the Igbos will still remain in one Nigeria, if other region, every region in Nigeria will remain in one Nigeria, we will have to sit down and talk about it. The way things are going now, it's like when we elect another president in 2019, it's like we are repeating the same thing. Rejecting one corrupt president and electing another corrupt president. These people, this kebab in Aso Rock, they are the one who decide who will rule, who will not rule. And that's got to stop. We got to stop it. It is time for us to get up and fight for our rights. Let me start with this useless Two-Face. Yes, Two-Face is useless. Two-Face was the one who tried to organize a protest against this government. Because the way things are going up, poor getting poorer every day, the richer getting richer every day. People are suffering. Instead of change, the kind of change people are seeing now is not the kind of change they were expecting when they elected Buhari in 2015. But these government people, these people in government, they use DSS to threaten him. They silence him. They oppress him. He gets scared and backed out. Since then, I was praising him, saying at least he has the mind to even call for protest. I didn't know Two-Face is a chicken. Now he's in Bonu, waving hand. These people, these useless people in government, gave him a helicopter to go to Bonu to go and wave him. Already, they must have called him in secret and say, you try to stage a protest against us. We are not happy with you. For us to be happy with you, you have to go to Bonu and go and wave and greet those terrorist victims. For them to know that you are supported, just to show your support. Tell Nigerians you support this government. That is what Two-Face is doing now. That boy is a very stupid and useless boy. That's Two-Face. Now, I'm going to be telling you people what is going on. The reason why we back up 2019 presidential election. Look at what the Supreme Court did. They said it is McCarthy that win. They didn't give they said Modu Sharif is the loser. Why did they give the victory to McCarthy? It is because they know. If they give the victory to Muducheri, it's like they bury PDP forever. So the Kabab in Asoro don't want it like that. You know, they don't want it like that. They just say, okay, they just had an agreement. They must have had an agreement with the PDP and say, okay, we will give you the victory and make McCarthy win. But presidential election 2019, APC will bring the APC will still bring the president. That is their plan. They are deceiving you and me. You see youth, ignorant youth, they are celebrating PDP win. No. PDPs, those cabals in PDP and the cabals in APC, it is their plan to deceive you. That's why I said I don't give a shit about PDP or APC. If we are the giant of Africa, it is time for us, the youth, to rise up and say, okay, let's prove it if we are really the giant of Africa. With the way things are going now in Nigeria, can we say we are better than Niger? Can we say we are better than Mali? Are we better than Senegal? If we are the giant of Africa, it is time the revolution has to start from Nigeria. Let the youth rise up and say there's no presidential election until we sit down and talk about the way we are going to be running our government, not the way we are running it now. That cabal, we have to take that power from cabal. Those cabal deciding who will be president, who will not be president. How can you have a president ruling us from sick bed from London? He's in London, London hospital, ruling us from London hospital. And you think Nigeria will move forward like this? I said it before. They said they hand over to Osibajo. If Osibajo is doing Buhari's work, they know he's doing Osibajo's work. Nigeria there is no way tomorrow will be better. That's why I'm telling my people. What Biafra is doing is the right thing. In Adikano agitation, this Biafra agitation is ordained by God. Look at these people, they are trying to suppress it, use propaganda to tarnish the image of Adikano. It will not work. Because Nnamdi Kanu and this Biafra agitation have been ordained by God. It has been ordained by God. There's nothing you can do about it. They are cooking up stories, fake stories, propaganda. They will come and tell you, Nnamdi Kanu said it's Jesus now. People are worshiping him now. Who cares? Let people worship him. Did they worship your father? Did they worship your mama? Leave. Why are you taking medicine? Why do they chop medicine for another man's problem? Leave them alone. Nnamdi Kanu has proved to his people that he is not corrupt like this Umba and the rest. This like Okorocha, those useless Igbos who go to Asoro to go and sell their people for position, for money. Nnamdi Kanu has proved to his people he is not corrupt like that. They know a place where they can live as brothers and sisters, where there will be no Islamic Boko Haram to come and bomb them. Then where there will be no Fulani S-men who will be killing them, terrorizing them in their own farm. So the people believe that there's no hope in Nigeria. That is why millions of people are following Nnamdi Kanu. Stop jealousing him. It is because he has proved to his people that he's different from the rest. Look at the other Igbo leaders. Look at them. They are jealous now. They feel, oh, how can Nnamdi come from nowhere? Because you people are fools. Nnamdi Kanu, what Nnamdi Kanu is doing, this agitation thing is ordained by God. You can't suppress it. You can't kill it. You might use your guns and bomb and kill them. Kill them, but if you kill Nnamdi Kanu now, can you kill his spirit? Can you kill him tomorrow? You killed them before in 1970. Are they not still there now? If you kill them today, not Igbos will still rise up tomorrow and tell you they will go, and they will go. It is what, if God says yes, nobody can say no. Enough is enough. Where in Nigeria, when you are telling the youth the truth, this PDP, APC thing is so deep in their head. When you are telling them the truth, they will tell you, hey, because our party is in power, you don't like our party. That's why you are saying destruction. That's why you are saying division. Don't give a shit about your party. It is you are not ready for change. You are not ready to go forward. You still believe in this APC, PDP nonsense. We will bury you people. You people will die for us to move on. Because we are tired of being a slave in our country. Look at young Nigerian ladies, girls. They are all traveling, they are all running out of the country, coming to Europe to come and sell themselves for money. Girls on the streets. Look at the boys. All over the European streets, Nigerian boys are becoming a beggar. And when you preach that we need to change, people will be insulting you. People in Nigeria, you don't have light. You don't have light. At the end of the month, government will give you bill, you will pay. It means you like the suffer that you are. It's like the suffer you are in, I mean to say. It's like you're telling the government you like it. That's suffering and smiling. It is time for us to reject it and say, no, I will not pay. It is time for us to come together as we and prove to this government there's no presidential election. Let's sit down and do the real restructure. Not the kind of restructure that will favor people like Abiola and the other people. Let's do real restructure. Nigeria can't remain like this. We have beggars on the streets. Government want to be taxing beggars. Beggars, the government is supposed to rehabilitate. You're supposed to send them to school, take them out of the street. You are not planning to go and be taxing them, asking beggars to pay tax. That is nonsense. There is no hope Nigeria will be better tomorrow. They are deceiving you, telling you Nigeria will be better tomorrow. Look at the vice president went to Katsina State. The traditional ruler there saying Nigeria must remain. Are you the one to tell us if Nigeria will remain? Is it by force to remain together? Because you have all your blocks in Niger Delta, your family is rich, and you are saying Nigeria will remain. Those rich, we know you people. Because you are rich. If you are from Sabongari or from Ajekule, from the ghetto in Benin or from the ghetto in Bayelsa, Delta State, you will not be saying that kind of nonsense. It is good for the youth. It is time for you to unite together against these people. Tell them we can no longer take this nonsense again. No presidential election. Look at Umba. He went to with over 40 senators to go and take a governorship ticket. When we are saying there's no governorship election in Ababa, and you want to become governor by force, you people will die for us to progress because we have had enough of you people. Thank you.
Welcome to Forestville Luxury Hotel. At Forestville Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Forestville Luxury Hotel. We are located at #1 Adelino Bamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 08075787135 or 08099900601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.forestvillehotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. Forestville Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.